Today I promised to tell you a little bit about how I lost my eyesight when I was a teenager. And I've been thinking about this topic for a few days, how best to give the story to you. And I kind of realized that all these tragic events in my life, they don't necessarily mean so much to me anymore. I would say that I'm free of the burden I've been carrying for most of my life. And it feels amazing. But yeah, I went from full seeing to total blindness in 5 years, from age of 10 to 15. And this blindness thing that occurred, it wasn't so hard. I think my life was in a very good balance. But the things that came afterward, those were much harder. I can remember that. Later, there came kind of related tragedies in my life, like addiction to pain medicine, and eventually those nerve pains got so bad that like my hands and legs didn't anymore work like they should. And then doctors decided to take a magnetic picture of my brain, and they found out that there's all sorts of things wrong in my heady, the kind of what do you call it? I should have prepared. I should have checked out what these words are, but the thingy that surrounds your brain, that tissue, is like thicker than it should be, and especially in the middle of my brain sections, it's like really gone wild and weird. My brain. Yes. And of course they didn't have a clue at first what it was, and they still don't quite know, but they took a sample out of my brain, and they saw that it's not cancer or a couple of other dangerous diseases. There were actually about 20 or 30 names on the list that they kind of checked out with the brain sample. Still, they don't know what's the deal with my head, but still I'm at peace. I found the peace actually, well, it's been growing for a while, for these last 3 years or so. I've been dealing with this situation always better and better, but at the end of last year, sorry, I have to a little bit stretch my back. Oh, yes. Yeah, but the end. Sometimes it's hard to stand in front of this microphone because, like I said, my legs don't. There's this like burning sensation all over my body, most strongly in my legs, head, and arms. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to stand in front of this microphone, but I'm doing this because I feel that making these videos is a very healing process. I get to experience my body doing stuff I wouldn't like normally do. I'm doing with my legs. I'm standing here, I'm speaking with my mouth, and that's good for my jaws and head muscles that have these pains also. And in the editing section, I'm using my hands very much, and that's very healthy for me also. I'm doing this creative thing to improve my health, and that's the main reason I'm doing these videos. And I hope the energy that I'm having with myself, with my own body here, goes through to you people. But anyways, I don't have a clue what I was supposed to say or do. No matter. Oh, yeah, I was okay. Well, anyways, all those, yeah, oh yeah, the peace. Oh Lord, yes, the peace. The peace has been so much stronger after the last, since last year. I actually was sitting mostly in a wheelchair for 2 years. Every time I went out from my apartment, I had to sit in a wheelchair because I couldn't walk. And now I've been able to sometimes even run. I've been walking to the food store and back. I've been climbing up the stairs in my own building. Last summer I could take only 20 steps upward in stairs, and now I can go 300. And actually even using my arms was kind of impossible. Last summer I couldn't touch the computer, but now I'm editing these videos by my own, and also playing my synthesizer again, doing music, and playing chess with my assistant, and all sorts of things. And everything I have kind of accomplished in my health or physical being is, I give it there are many things that I should give credit for, but the main two things are meditation and magic mushrooms. I took those last autumn, and since then my muscles and nerve systems have slowly again begun to heal, and I can do kind of so wonderful stuff. It's kind of a miracle, actually. It feels like so amazing to just walk there. When I first did it, when I walked to the store, my assistant was crying, and I've been trying to also run, but that's maybe too much at this moment. But it looks good. It looks good, I can tell you. I think if you're interested, and I suppose some of you may be, I think I'm gonna tell a little bit more about my magic mushroom things in the future videos, but before I took those mushrooms, I kind of knew what to do. I could find really strong peace, but somehow I didn't go far enough. My nerve system was still kind of burdened with the stress. And when the mushrooms showed me that I don't need the stress or the fear, that was the moment I realized I can just let go. That the fear of walking is holding me back more than the pain I feel in my legs. That was such an amazing revelation, and I can't even start to imagine what the future holds for me, and it's not even so important, because the important thing is the like world around me right now and my own body, and the kind of love I have for people around me, and I need to stretch my legs and back again. Yeah, but it feels good. It feels so good being like whole again. It feels so good being like truly living in my body. Yeah. Don't you feel like sometimes it's just good to be quiet, silent? There can be very great healing energy in just being quiet, not speaking. Right now, my body is informing me that this session is going to end, because I want to sit down and I think I'll do what my body wants to do. So I'll listen to this recording myself and then go deeper in the next episodes. Yes. If you're interested, stay tuned. Goodbye.